Hi everyone, this is Erica Felisa Thompson, and I am back with day 16 of the 21-day devotional of surrendering all to be refined in the refiner's fire. Now, day 16 is about surrendering control and embracing God's will. Proverbs 3 5 through 6 states, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." As human beings, we're used to being in control. We make decisions, solve problems, and navigate challenges on a daily basis. However, there are times when we are faced with situations that are beyond our control. It is during these times that we must surrender our need for control and trust in God's will for our lives. Surrendering control does not mean giving up or being passive. Instead, it is an act of faith and trust in God's plan for us. When we let go of our need to control every aspect of our lives, we open up ourselves to the peace and guidance that comes from surrendering to God's will. Embracing God's will requires us to align our desires and plans with His. This means seeking His guidance through prayer, meditation, and reflection on His Word. When we surrender our own will and desires to God, we are able to experience true freedom and peace in knowing that He is in control. In the journey of surrendering control and embracing God's will, we are reminded of the power of faith and trust in God. As we relinquish our grip on control, we are able to experience the joy and peace that comes from knowing that we are in the hands of a loving and all-powerful God. May we continue to seek His will in all that we do, trusting that His plans for us are far greater than anything we could ever imagine. Mother's strength. One looks at a mom, never truly knowing the depths of her, never knowing the strength of her, never knowing the ends of her, never knowing the height, width, or length of her. She doesn't even know until she stretched further than she ever thought was possible, until she's opened further than her heart and mind could ever comprehend, and still she opens, still she stretches, still she bends, still she widens, until there is no more of her. And yet, even her memories, her essence, her lessons, her faith, her drive, her fight, her determination, her love still speaks. Her strength lives on through every life she's ever touched in some way, shape, or form. This strength comes from a place of surrender, a realization that those months carried in the womb was the closest thing to control that she'd ever experienced, and even then, knowing that at any moment her body could betray her. A mother realizes, if not then, in the sweet by and by, that control is only for self and that her role is more than simply caring, even though that's a task in and of itself. A mother experiences her heart outside of herself. She gives birth to a life that will always be a part of her. She's aware of the many different unknowns, the good and the bad that her child could very well experience, not knowing what lies ahead. And yet, in order to not be consumed or overwhelmed by the cares of this life, she steps into the many roles that she needs to. There are times she can't quite catch up to the growing curves and milestones, and there are times she gets so far ahead of herself attempting to protect. Yet she realizes the importance of never really getting too far ahead or lagging too far behind. She's keenly aware that time waits for no one. With each step, she attempts to love her way through, doing the best she can with what she has. A mother dies herself in order to find herself. She discovers parts of her like stretch marks appearing out of nowhere. She becomes a giant to many while feeling so small in the grand scheme of things. She smiles big and laughs hard. Out of her belly flows joy that her children feel from the depths of their soul. She cries. Her tears are like deep waters flowing out of the ocean's core. She loves. Her love knows no end, not even the end of her. She prays, knowing that her tears, her joys, her work, her sacrifices, her love is never in vain, because she realizes that life is bigger than life. She looks to her Creator for strength, knowing all too well that she will need an endless supply of it. In her weakest moments, she's made strong. She's filled, drawing from the well that never runs dry, like streams in the desert, a miraculous sight.